This is CTV News.
The rain just keeps coming down at this hour, and boy, is it causing problems. Car crashes, downed trees, and late tonight, a dangerous flooding situation unfolding right now in North Vancouver.
It is just rushing downhill on From Road. In part, that is due to a culvert here where you can see this backhoe. It is working on a backed up culvert. We understand that there is a boulder that has come down a stream or a small river that has blocked the area there.
When we went downstairs, it was just like up to my knees. We just tried to get out as fast as we could.
A flood like they'd never seen before.
Our basement door ripped in half.
White water rolls through North Van neighborhoods. Also,
a lot of water went through that house.
Trying to clean up.
So it's tough. It's going to be tough on them.
but will flood insurance actually cover this?
This is CTV News.
Torrential rain hammers North Vancouver from Lynn Valley to Deep Cove as families are evacuated from more than 24 homes and a damaged high school is closed.
The flooding started late last night when culverts designed to handle heavy rainfall became clogged with debris and local streets turned into rivers. Good evening. Every available fire truck on the North Shore was called out to help, but it wasn't enough to save several neighborhoods from significant flooding.
That's right, Tamara, and we're standing in one of the hardest hit areas live tonight in North Vancouver. This is Lynn Valley, From Road right in behind me here.
This is what it looks like when roads become raging rivers. Lynn Valley residents trying anything to keep the water out of their homes.
Every few minutes we go in and with our hands go up to our elbows and clear out the drains.
But it was just too much. Water washed away everything in its path.
Trying to avoid catastrophe.
Parents left kids safe at home before wading into the current. This mom armed with a shovel and a baby monitor.
I'm trying to get the kids to sleep and stay asleep and the house not to flood.
The first calls came in before 10 p.m. First responders quickly realizing they needed heavy equipment. Every available fire truck on the North Shore was called out.
I just heard screaming from outside my door and I opened it up and my mom was yelling that we had to get out of the house.
From businesses in Deep Cove to homes in Lynn Valley, the flooding was widespread.
Our basement door ripped in half just from the water coming through the garage.
With more than 80 millimeters of rain in 24 hours, debris ended up plugging culverts.
It was too much. The system was overwhelmed.
And it didn't take long for the situation to get very serious.
The water overflowed and wound up coming down where it really shouldn't be coming down.
According to district officials, this is the worst flooding the area has seen in almost a decade. Scott Hurst, CTV News, North Vancouver.
You can see lots of mud and debris sweeping through the Lynn Valley area of North Vancouver. What can only be described as small lakes forming overnight in many areas.
Neighbors pitching in to help neighbors, restoration crews run off their feet. Our Shannon Patterson has that part of the story.
Shoveling mud from his garage, Carlo Biaggi still can't believe what happened here last night.
It's tough when you have to, wake your kids from a deep sleep and basically carry them across the road, which is now a river.
All of that water and debris rushed into homes on Kilmer Road.
As you see here, there's a lot of silt and sand, but we're certainly not as bad off as some of our neighbors. They were hit very hard.
This house right next door got the worst of it.
The water just came in with the front of the house, and the way that the house is built, the water just ran from floor to floor to floor.
The homeowners too distraught to talk. All they could do is stare at their brand new house in ruins.
This really hit home for you, quite literally.
It did, Mike. This is actually my neighborhood. I live just off From Road.
North Vancouver at 80 millimeters, and that's just the 24-hour period.
Argyle Secondary, and that's where CTV's John Woodward is tonight.
Water cascaded down the stairs into Argyle Secondary School. The front doors were no protection. Pictures taken from inside show the hallway was more of a canal, leading to the school principal's soggy, blunt assessment.
How's it looking so far?
It's looking wet.
Crews worked overnight to push the water out and dry the floors with fans. By morning, the water had been replaced with mud.
If your home suffered damage overnight, or if it might suffer damage in the future from a storm, here's what you should do. Call your insurance company right away. Most have 24-hour emergency lines. Document the damage, take photos and video of everything. If you want more information about the different types of storm coverage that are available, you can call the Insurance Bureau of Canada's Consumer Hotline.